6:18 and time now for What's Trending. Well, we told you the story last week of the Texas teen who drove his pickup truck through a tornado last Monday. Well, he was given a new truck on Saturday. How about that? A dealership in Fort Worth gave 16-year-old Riley Leon a new Chevrolet pickup truck and $15,000 to help his family. Leon says he still can't believe he's alive. On Monday, he was driving home from a job interview at Whataburger when a twister tore across the highway and pushed his pickup truck on its side and then flipped it upright. And some good news, he did end up getting the job at Whataburger, and he starts today. And you know, what a story this is turning out to be. I can't even believe that, well, one, he just drove off after like nothing happened, but like he's okay from it. And
I can only imagine probably the amount of expletives that were probably said during that whole situation. I mean, I'll be honest, that is so terrible. I mean, look at the truck. It got damaged, but yet still drivable. I mean, and it came up fast. I mean, this is why it's always important to pay attention to the forecast. I mean, I'm sure his mind was on the job interview, but this is why you always got to pay attention to the forecast, especially when there's storms on the way. You always check the radar and everything.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, I called it right after it happened, after I knew he was okay, that, you know, Chevrolet is probably, well, I called part of it, I should say, that Chevrolet would, like, buy the pickup and then give him a new one and just use it, like, as an advertisement. Yeah. So, like, I got the part where they're giving him a pickup truck out of the whole ordeal.
Yeah, you did.
You know, it was... But it's still a really...
They should make a commercial out of this, too. I mean, this is kind of a good testament. The pickup truck held up to that. Obviously, you should always be smart when taking shelter, too, and definitely heed the proper advice when taking shelter.
Almost makes me want to, like, go out and storm chase, and maybe I get a new vehicle out of it. What do you say, Devin?
I do not encourage that. I do not condone that, because I actually want you to be sitting right next to me instead of getting hurt somewhere. So let's be responsible, right?
All right.
I know. Maybe spotting. Maybe if you go out and then look, maybe just do it from a distance. Obviously, we need eyes on the ground, but let's do it in a safe manner. But you can keep going for hours on this. But otherwise, you want to talk about some goats?
All right, let's talk about some goats.
Yeah, we got some goats to talk about here. Goats to the rescue. The city of Sacramento has put to work a hungry herd of roughly 400 goats to gobble and gorge on overgrown grasses all over town. Check out this video. The herd, nicknamed the West Sac Goats, has become a regular part of a greener effort of local wildlife suppression and area beautification. With hotter temperatures on the way, the risk of wildfires is increasing, and in fact, these all-natural lawnmowers, and yeah, they kind of live up to that, reportedly clear 2 acres of brush a day, and hard to reach places that heavy machinery cannot get, and it's pesticide-free landscaping that defends against wildlife threats while keeping local livestock fat and happy. The best way to put it, though. I mean, it's kind of cool. Look at that camera view right there. I mean, until you have to clean up the goat aftermath, and I think you know what I'm going with.
Yeah, but you know, in the end, that does do a lot of good for it, because it does clean up the vegetation.
It does. Look at that video there.
Yeah, there's a lot of goats.
That's a lot of goats.
But, yeah, I can't imagine that many goats. But, you know, it does do a good, because wildfire season out there, I haven't really lived through it, but it's, from what I've heard, it's always, every year it seems to get worse and worse.
It does. I mean, last year, I mean, if you remember, we had a lot of smoke here in the Northwoods last year, and there were some points where we had like code red air quality, and it kind of came up like that sometimes too. So
I never remember that growing up as a kid. So
yeah, so I mean, it's definitely getting very rough is probably the best word to use.
Yeah, for sure. But taking a turn here, a blind 11th grader never imagined she'd create this much excitement with her basketball skills. But with one fell swoop, she's soaking it all up. Jules Hoogling goes to Zeeland East High School in Michigan. Because Jules is blind, she has help on the hardwood as her friend Ally tapped a couple of times on the backboard. Jules is part of a program at her school, Zlinks, which is a peer-to-peer mentoring program. After she made it, the entire crowd in the gym erupted. Jules was nervous at first, but said, quote, "I can't see them staring at me, so this is a good thing," end quote. And that helped ease her nerves. And Allie is a senior and said that she will go back to the school next year to help out. You know, this is actually really cool to see on this. It's great to help out her friends, and or her friends helping her out, and just for that one moment that she gets. I have a relative who is legally blind, but he goes bowling with us. He's actually had a couple of perfect games, but it's pretty
perfect
impressive.
Games?
Yeah, so he can't really see. Granted, he is
now let's get this straight here. So perfect games mean no gutter ball rails or anything?
No, all strikes.
That is really,
It is. He's got like 3 or 4 of them, I think. I can't remember how many for sure, but he's got a few of them. And all you really have to do is just tell him, like, if he leaves pins up, which pin number it is, and he can see like enough to know where to stand on the approach, but he can't like see down the lane at all.
He can do better than me, because I'm usually lucky if I even hit 100.
Yeah. He also will go golfing with us, though he's not as good at that as he is at bowling. But it's still cool to like know a blind guy can go out and
that's cool.
He's a pretty decent bowler.
And blind women shooting basketballs too. So that is really cool. Guy gets in his spirit with March Madness definitely heating up. The Final Four coming up soon.
Yeah, I still have I had Villanova winning it all, and they are still in the running for it. So I'm happy with it.
You want to know what my bracket is right now?
Gonzaga, I think you had, right?
Pretty much just like that right now. We're just totally just done. But